What is up? How's it going? I will be on here for about 45 to 50 minutes driving to work. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? Okie dokie. It is 6:15 a.m. It is 79 degrees outside. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. We are still promoting UK Medic and Thompson RC. What's up, Optimob? Can't talk today, I guess. I don't know. Okay, we have our members list is Stories Lost and Found, Digging It Back, UK Medic, Supreme Geckos, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, Sherry Lynn Matcat, Doe Eyes TV, Pokerossi, Martin's UK International, JJ's Adventures, J Sonata, Trod Legs and Stings, C Patton, Real Time Catfishing, Judy May Collins, Bewizzled the Degenerate Fish Keeper, Dana Reed, welcome, welcome, Fresh Cup of Joel, Agent X, Casual Time, 954 Gaming, Smokey and Steeler Live, Nancy D Scratching, Melissa Lane, Optimob, and Jackie's Vibes, JV as I call her. Welcome, welcome. Go check out all those amazing channels. If you like what you see, you know what to do. So how's everybody today on this Saturday morning? This month is going to end here soon. Hey, Keith, what's up, man? I thought you were asleep. Was in your live stream. I guess you're still live, or did you just exit a sleep stream? What's up, Keith, man? How's it going? Alrighty, guys. Oh my God. Alrighty then. See, there was something to ground over there. Let's see. Alrighty. Welcome, welcome. And we'll see how the internet works today. The last couple of times, it's from Wi-Fi to the phone connection here. How's everybody doing? We got Ash Ketchum and Sabim also. Welcome, welcome. How's it going over there in Switzerland? We also have our family and friends list. Our family and friends list is My Animal House, Spider Mom, Mark the Spider Guy, Mark the Spider Guy, Sherry Lynn Matcat, James Skype, Samantha Skype, Tony Diecast, Zelda Diecast Racing. We got blue skies today, no clouds today. The other day it rained and even hailed here. We get some crazy weather sometimes. Let me tighten this up. Okay. And like I said, I will be reading the chat at the end when I get to work, but not while I'm driving. It's not safe to read the chat. Yeah, the sun is coming out. Sun is now changing. It's pretty soon. It's not going to be any sun in the mornings. It's going to be dark. The time will be changing here soon. Then we got September, October, and then November is when the time changes here. Falls back an hour. We lose an hour. Yep. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing great. Yes, we like I was saying, we are members, I mean not our members, but our family and friends list. We had James Skype, Samantha Skype, Mayor, all capital letters, M-A-E-R, Yoda, Papa, Vintage Americana. We have Nora. Her channel is The Stock Explorer. We have John Paul, Brooklyn Chick, Pokerossi, UK Medic. Hopefully UK Medic is doing fine. He usually does that morning coffee live stream. Maybe he's a little tired, needs a break. And we also have from the Philippines, MDT. From Hong Kong, we have Tita Chin. We have Stories Lost and Found. We have Wally from Supreme Geckos. We have Hannah. We have Brandon. We have Mayhem Miracles. We have Percy. And his channel is The Mercian Metal Detecting. He's from the UK. He's always digging up some great stuff. So go check him out. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Yes, so don't forget to hand out your memberships. If you have memberships, every month YouTube gives you. It's almost that time again. Tomorrow's the beginning of the month. Might hand out some more memberships. Yep. Let me clean the windshield a little bit. Alrighty then. And also check out my community tab. We got some more amazing channels. Go check them out. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share me out. Yep. Yep. I think the kids are going to start going to school here. Some places they've already went back to school. They go back to school at the end of August or the third week of August or something like that. Oh, I saw there was I don't know if you guys got that message from YouTube. Apparently people were they didn't know because they had a strike against their channel, but they weren't getting the email. So there was an issue. So a lot of people are going to be surprised because they have a strike and they didn't know that they had a strike against their channel. So they're going to be finding out here soon because YouTube is going to be they're going to be fixing the problem, and people are going to be getting notices when they open up their analytics. It's going to say, by the way, you have a strike. And it was maybe a couple of months ago, but you just never got the message. So don't get surprised if you messed up, but remember, it's a strike, not a copyright. Copyright's different. A strike is the one that's a bad one. So apparently some people were not getting their messages. It's in there where, when you look at your comments, your notifications, it's under your notifications. And there's that other one where you click on and then it shows like when somebody shared you out or something. It's in there. It's under what do you call it? But when you open up your analytics, you'll find out if you're one of the lucky ones that wasn't getting the message. Because you'll be getting it. But remember, if you do get a strike, you do have options to remove the strike. They added that option. You have to watch like a video, you know, like kind of like when you get a DUI, you got to go to a class. Well, they got something similar on YouTube that you can do a class and say, I didn't know. I'll never do it again. So they'll allow you to remove it, that strike. Instead of waiting the 90 days, you can have it removed. See, a lot of times people don't know about this because they don't watch the creators. The creators is a channel where the guys that work for YouTube, they have videos about new rules, new stuff coming out on YouTube. And if you don't watch that, and you'll never know. A little bit of traffic here today. What is going on with these people? Going right, going left. They can't make up their mind today. And we're going to have a red light up ahead. Red light, red light. Gonna have to slow down. There he goes. He's going to the other side now. Come on, green light. Are we gonna get a green light? So welcome everybody. I don't know, there's a bunch of the usual drama out there again. I don't know. I kind of just go and listen a bit and just, it's the same old, same old. It's the usual suspects, as they say. Just like in the movie, The Usual Suspects. Oh my God. But that's YouTube. In every community, you have the problem. The thing is, if you have issues, handle it discreetly. Don't bring it up on YouTube. But people like to bring it up on YouTube. Hey, it all catches up to everybody. As I always say, silence is golden. You know, YouTube is like cable. You don't like the channel, change the channel. Only good thing about YouTube compared to cable, you gotta pay. You pay for all these channels you don't want to watch. YouTube is free. You don't have to pay for it. But as they say, even in a marriage, What do they always argue about? Money. It's always about the money. Yep. Yep. That's what happens. But money runs out. There's not always a lot of money to go around. But like I was saying, say prayers for a couple people we need to pray for. A UK medic, hopefully he keeps getting better. He had that little mishap, you know. Sometimes stuff like that happens. We never know. Then we also have Marines and Army mom. Her son is still in the hospital. Hopefully he's doing better. I think she said the last time I saw her, she was saying he was, coming out of that medical induced coma. But hopefully he'll be able to come back and do his job where he worked at, because disability doesn't pay very much. Believe me. So don't forget to check out my videos. I do put out a video every day. Doesn't have to be a long one, guys. Could be a minute or longer. Or it could be a short, which is less than a minute. But we gotta keep feeding the YouTube videos out. Yeah, I got a lot of bugs on my windshield hitting. It's that time of year. Yeah, we had some hail on, what was it? I think Wednesday. We had rain and hail. Haven't had hail in a while. We usually get rain all the time, but I think it was probably, more than 15 years ago, we had hail the size of golf balls. It was crazy. And this is in the summertime. It was in September. So we got that crazy weather. Yeah, I was catching up, watching some videos this morning of some like Tripwire. I was watching Tripwire. He was doing some metal detecting, but he went to go do metal detecting, but he thought he was going to go do it at schools, but schools were already in, so he couldn't go there. So he decided to go to a park. Found out the park he went to was a memorial. No digging there. So he did dig somewhere. I guess he finally found some place to dig. But yep. Oh, I was worried because I hadn't, well, who was it? Squirrel Magnet Fishing. He was supposed to send me some stickers, but I guess something happened. I don't know. But he told me the other day when I was live on Wednesday that he hadn't sent them out. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought they got lost or something. Because it does happen. I used to work for the post office. I know how stuff gets lost. Gets stuck in the machine. If you don't pack it right, it'll get stuck in that sorting machine and it'll get ripped to bits. Nothing left. Then they don't know where it goes. Got a bunch of stuff all over the place. By the time they stop the machine, you got thousands of pieces that got jammed and destroyed. So now it's like a jigsaw puzzle. They want to try to put stuff together and see if they know where it's going to go. I don't know if you, I know some people probably got a piece of mail from the mailman, and it came in a little plastic envelope saying sorry, but your letter got damaged in the mail. The machine was hungry and it took a bite out of it. Could have been your house payment, your car payment. But now we have technology. Now everything is, I pretty much pay everything through the internet now. Just push a button and it gets there the next day. So we're eliminating the post office pretty much. I mean, packages, still magazines and packages. I don't know. That's that one thing I used to hate. When you're a mailman, you got to carry all those packages, and then you got to carry all the magazines for that whole. Because you would do a street, and it was like 3 blocks that way, 3 blocks the other way, and then both sides of the streets. Every street. And then if you got every customer, every house that you have to deliver mail to, if everybody orders magazines, they're all going to get a magazine, plus the letters, plus the ads. I used to grab the ads and throw them in the trash. Wouldn't even read them. The ones that you get once a week from the stores. These are the specials for the grocery stores, the Walmart, or whatever stores you have in your area. I used to just toss those in the trash. But then when I was working as a mailman, I was delivering all those to every house, once a week to every house. So not only did I have to carry the regular mail, plus any packages, plus the magazines, then also all these flyers, once a week. I was like, oh. And it was a Tuesday. Tuesday was when we deliver them. But then if the mail, like say there was a holiday on Monday, those flyers didn't go to your mailbox on Tuesday. They ended up on Wednesday, because first class is always first. And that's called bulk mail. Bulk mail does not go out first. So if they have a lot of first class mail, that'll get delivered first before anything else. And then the thing is, when you're delivering, if you got a package, you got to remember that you got a package for that house. Being a mailman, you got to have a very good memory. You got to remember everything you got in your pouch of packages. Because if it's not a priority or has to be there at a certain time, because there is some mail that you have to deliver, which is the certified mail. the one that needs a signature, or it's a special delivery, they paid extra to get it delivered at a certain time, and they have a time limit on there. So you gotta deliver it within that time limit, or else people will get mad because they paid that extra money and it wasn't there. Usually they do it because the person is going to be there at the house at that time. So of course they pay extra for that. But like I was saying on the packages, say you had a package for a house and you forgot that it was in your pouch. You cannot go back to that house. It will end up going back to the post office, and you will deliver it the next day. Now say there's a package that needs a signature. You got those packages that need a signature. Well, that package, if they knock on your door and you don't answer, then they gotta put a little note on your door or in your mailbox saying, "We tried to deliver it, but nobody answered the door." You could have been in the bathroom, you could have been in the shower, but it will go back to the post office. And either they'll try to deliver it the next day, or you can pick it up. Because I think it's 3 attempts. But yes. And if you have something fragile that fits in one of those bubble wrap envelopes, put it in that instead of a box. It'll be safer in a bubble envelope than in a box. Because if it's in a box, a certain size box, it'll end up in a big container, a big steel container, and if it's the first package in that container, it's going to be at the bottom, and then all these other boxes are going to get stacked on top of it. So you're talking all this weight is going to go in that container on top of your package. Doesn't matter if it says fragile on it. It does not help. Unless it's a big box and it says fragile on it. Then they might see it better. But if it's a medium-sized package, it ain't gonna get. Comes down a big slide. The guy doesn't even look at it. He doesn't even look at anything on the box. He just puts it in the container. He's got to move as fast as he can because he walks down the slide basically. He walks down this whole long area where he's just going back and forth. Stuff is sliding down. He's picking it up, putting it in that container, goes to the next one, keeps putting it in the next container, goes to the next one. It's a big bunch of slides coming down from a conveyor belt. Yep. Pretty much all your letters and packages hardly are even touched by human hands like they were before. They all get sorted by machines. Oh, and like I was saying, oh man, I hated it because there was this one house. I don't know. I mean, it's okay if you order magazines, but do you even read that many magazines? I mean, this person would get 10 magazines every week. 10. You know? And then he's not the only one on that street that got magazines. But now I got to carry his 10 magazines plus everybody else's magazines. You know? And you're carrying all this mail using your forearm with your hand, gripping all the mail. Yes, if you have a mailman, you know, take care of your mailman. Get him some water. You know, treat your mailman with more respect. You know, they used to get paid well. Now, maybe in other states, in California, you know, minimum wage went up. So when I was working at the post office as a mailman, I was making $14 an hour. Minimum wage at the time in California was, I think, $6.35. $6.35. I was making almost 3 times the amount. Now, you know, I don't know how much they're making, but now minimum wage is $16. You know, probably they're making maybe about 20 something. But even look at fast food restaurants in California. Now they're making $20 an hour. So they make $4 more than what I make. If I want to make $4 more, I can quit my job and go work at McDonald's or Taco Bell, but I'm too old for that. 63 years old, man. But now I'm only working 3 days. 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So don't work as much as I used to. Used to work 40 hours a week at least or more, always putting in overtime. I was always putting in about almost 3 hours of overtime every week. And that was basically a normal schedule. Somebody calls off, we're talking an extra, other than the 3 hours, an extra 4 hours. So basically almost like working 6 days. And sometimes I did work 6 days a week. Only got 1 day off. Man, I remember one time I was working at one place, and in that place they always did a lot of overtime. So I think that week, I did 68 hours. 68 hours that week on 1 week. And I only got 1 day off. You know? And then you get all these people always complaining that I can't work, you know. They're either asking for money on the internet. You know, the thing is, you know, yeah, you can ask for money, but if you can work, I mean, come on. There's more people out there, you know, that are working, that are in worse condition than you are. You know, maybe when I completely retire, I'll turn into one of those guys. Guys, I need some rent money. Come on, guys. God bless you. God bless you. You know, and they always throw that God bless you in there, you know, using God as, you know, to make people, you know, feel bad. Oh my God, you know, he's using God to ask for money. You know, that's terrible. You know, why even use God? Just don't even mention him. Just say, hey, I'm on here. I'm a lazy bum. I got a bunch of excuses why I don't want to work. You know, and you know, if you want to give me money, go right ahead. If you don't, thank you, but this is my job. Basically begging for money. Instead of, you know, now it's the internet. Instead of, you know, seeing those guys in the corner with the signs, you know, begging, you know, I feel more sorry for those guys than I do on the internet. In the internet, they're sitting like that guy. He not only is he begging for money, but he's eating salmon, and him and his girlfriend were eating salmon and shrimp for dinner. But yet they're asking for $1,500 for the month because it's rent time. And even somebody in the chat, it was funny because somebody in the chat goes, because he goes, oh, thank you, I paid my rent. No, the people in the chat, the person said, the people in the chat paid for your rent because you're too lazy. Oh, but he says he's a musician, but yet I've never seen him play a single note, you know, until somebody kept hounding him. So his girlfriend was playing some, and then they have music instruments, you know. It's like, okay. And they have an apartment, a nice apartment, you know. I don't know, you know, people, you know, YouTube was a way to, I guess, find people to talk to and stuff like that. Then people started using it as to beg for money, you know. I don't know. YouTube has been eliminating a lot of stuff on here. Pretty soon, they're gonna get tired of people. You know, it's gonna ruin the platform. More people are gonna, you know, start, because remember, YouTube makes money from people watching videos. Now, if I'm not watching that person, or they're clicking on there, say don't recommend this video, YouTube is probably going to start looking into those. Why are people saying don't, you know, or people are flagging those channels because they're you know, either, you know, begging for money, or they're, you know, there's some that not only do they yell at their people, you know, that are in their audience, then they expect them, you know, they start cussing them out. You're supposed to be giving me money. You only gave me a $2 dono. I want to see those hundreds or more. I heard this one girl saying. I'm like, oh my God. And then if he doesn't like what you say, you're blocked. You're blocked. That's a permanent ban for you, she says. Oh my God. There's a lot. There's a lot. If you wanna laugh, I mean, I just go in there and watch and laugh at some of these people. You know, and then the thing is, people don't think, they're saying a lot of this stuff on social media, and they're young. These are young people that are still going to college or whatever, or looking for a job. You do know that your bosses check your social media now, because some jobs, they want to know what kind of a person you are in reality. You know, you might show yourself over here all nice and hi guys, you know, how's everybody? And then in social media, you're over there cussing them out, saying the F word and all these bad words, and treating people, being racist or whatever bad things you're doing. And then your boss sees this, you know, and what happens? Bye. Or you don't get hired. You know, people think that it's funny what they do on social media. No, it stays on there forever unless you delete it. But then somebody already did a video about it. They clipped it, and it's out there somewhere. You know, I've seen the videos. I've seen the videos. So be careful what you put out on social media, guys. You know, if you start ranting and raving about somebody, blah, 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 and then you work for a school district or a government job, some places don't like that. They don't want to see that. You know, you never know. There's so many cameras out there. Your neighbor might have a camera, and then all of a sudden catch you beating on your child or yelling at your child or something, and then all of a sudden what do? They put it out there for everybody to see, you know. So and then you better be careful who you trust. You know, you're the person you think, because a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people on YouTube, they meet somebody and they become friends with them. I've known this person for a year, and they trust them. They trust them like family members. You can't even trust family members sometimes. And they trust people on YouTube with their darkest secrets. That's what happens, guys. Don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. Anything you put on here, it it will go out to the billions and of people and millions of people out there, guys. Let's see who is in here. Who was in here today? Let's see. Let's see. We had Optimob. We had Keith Jenkins and Ash Ketchum saying hello. Optimum, Sabine, let's see. I just got coffee ready and a muffin. All right. Sitting outside and coming along for the ride. Let's see. Home bartending with John. I guess he Bartends at home. Says good morning. Sabine. All fine. Let's see Sabine with a beautiful sunrise. Yeah, I know how big the sun looks like, huh? Bud Files is in the house. He says good morning. Hey, there's Percy the Mercian. What is up? Good morning, good morning. Miss Southern Belle, welcome, welcome. How's it going? Yes, the TikTok. Yes, sick people. Yeah, Marines and Army mom, her son got hit by a drunk driver. You know, I don't know. I used to drink when I was younger, and then when I turned 21, I quit drinking. And people that drink, they don't think about it. They drink and they don't think they're drunk. They think they can drive. I don't. If you drink anything, any amount of alcohol, I don't think you should even be driving. I'm sorry. Get somebody to drive you home, or take a taxi or an Uber or whatever. Oh my God, I got something in my eye. But I don't know if I was listening some other live stream. They were talking about a hockey player. There was I guess some hockey player and his brother were out riding a bicycle, and a drunk driver hit both of them and killed both of them. And there were and I think he was in his 30s, and he had just gotten like a contract to make a lot of money, but now he left a wife and some kids. Now the thing is he going to get that money for that contract? That I hope his wife gets it, because I mean, you know, poor, you know, it's terrible that they had to lose their life that way. Let's see. Dennis Bigfoot was in the house also. Mark the Spider Guy. What is up, Mark? Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Yeah, so he I don't know, he's gonna have to go through therapy and stuff. And the only good thing about it is that he did survive. He did not get killed in the accident, but then his spine got messed up, so they had to do some operations on his spine and stuff. Those kind of operations are terrible. You can end up being paralyzed. Luckily his job, he can still do his job, even if he ends up in a wheelchair or something. But still, it's a terrible thing. So anybody that drinks and drives, I do not, I do not think that's a good thing. You know. Enjoy Optimum. This is sitting outside enjoying. Optibob is enjoying the weather over there in Switzerland. Beautiful country. Percy the Mercian. Keep cash alive. Let's see. Star Homesteading. Hey, buddy from India. Huh? Long time no see. Welcome, welcome. How's it going over there? Haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully you're good. Yes. Star Homestead. He's from India. Big country, a lot of people. Corner Clubhouse. Welcome, welcome. Dennis. Bigfoot. Percy the Mercian is in the house still. Corner Clubhouse. JJ's Adventures. What is up, JJ? Welcome, welcome. And they got Dennis Bigfoot. Eric. La punta, la punta, la punta, as I say. Some people say la pointa. Let's see, JJ, how's it going, Eric? How's those Christmas trees? They're growing and growing. Almost that time. Time flies. Good to hear you, he says. La gradas. Yeah, the hockey player was playing Columbus Blue NHL. So sad. Yes, I know. And then his younger brother also. Both of them. Both of them. It's like, you know, if that person, you know, I mean, I remember when I was living up north in the San Jose area, there was a lady. There was a lady also, and she wasn't drinking. She was reaching for something. She was driving her. She had, I think it was a Jeep, and there was these guys, in the bicycle lane, not on the road. They're on the bicycle lane. And what does she do? She's over there reaching for. This was back in the 90s, you know, and she was reaching for something. I think a CD or something, and while she's leaning, there goes the car to the right. By the time she looked up, boom, 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 ran over two people. Also killed them. You know, it's like, yes, days are long and life is short, man. Yeah, senseless, man. So I don't. I lose respect for people that do that. That will drink and then I mean, I don't see how they can. You go to a bar, you sit down at a bar and drink and think you're going to be able to drive home. It's like it doesn't matter. Go look it up. Go look it up on the internet. It tells you how long alcohol stays in your bloodstream. It stays a long time, over 24 hours. And and I know because I've experienced it when I was younger. And I was young back then. I was 17, 18, and I remember drinking, with my friend all night. And then I drove home. I even crossed the border. I don't remember crossing the border. When you cross the border from Mexico to the US, you have to say, American citizen. Back then, you didn't have a passport. You just said American citizen. They ask you where you're going. I'm going home. I don't remember even doing that. But yet I made it home. Luckily, you know, maybe I didn't drive. I don't know. But then I made it home, and the next day I didn't drink, but then I drank. I would just drink soda, and boom, I was getting a buzz because the alcohol was in my bloodstream, and I was like, ooh, hey, yes, yes, stay at home. You want to drink, stay at home. That's it. Don't go somewhere. And if you do go somewhere, well, guess what? Make sure somebody else is driving. But even people that go have dinner, and they have a couple of shots of beer or whatever with their dinner, that's even not a good thing either. It's like people make it sound like, I know, I've done this forever. I've always I drive better when I'm drunk or something. I've heard people even say. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, you think so? One time I remember I was with a friend. We were at the beach. This was up in Santa Cruz, and we're at the beach enjoying the beach. we had our just laying there in the sand, and then we went to played some games and video games and stuff like that. Just enjoyed the day. And there's a guy walking around. He was wasted. He's this guy, and we looked, and I go, look at this guy. We look at this guy. He's walking around all drunk, and then he would stop, and then he would fall face first. He wouldn't even put his hands out. He was so drunk. He'd go face first down into the sand. Boom. And then he would get up again and start walking again. And the thing is, he's gonna be he was so drunk, I don't think he's gonna remember. But he's gonna tell everybody, oh, I had a great day at the beach. I was having so much fun. But yet he was smashing his face into the sand every time, head first, boom. It's like, hey, what's up, UK medic? Yeah, UK, you're boring. I don't drink. Full stop. You only look like you're drinking out. You're over there swerving through traffic, with the blue lights going. Oh my God. How's it going, UK medic? Hopefully you're doing great. Well, yeah, UK. It's a never ending, you know. Yeah. I mean, I just try to stay away from it, I'll visit the channels and that's about it. And but I'm not gonna spend all day in there and listen to all the blah 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 blah, as Dennis says. Blah 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 blah. Huh, Dennis? It's like, and then the thing is, you always hear people saying, that, oh well, it's like, just let if that you I mean, I remember when I was younger, when I was a child, you have a brother and sister, and mom, he's talking about me, mom, he's poking at me. And I learned, if I ignore my younger brother, there is no argument, because it takes two people to argue. One person just talking and saying, and pretty soon it gets boring and everybody stops listening. That's what happens. I'm taking a second look at channels I've been watching. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I've been doing the cleanup too. Yep. In an empty room. Yeah. I mean, I've been going through all my channels, because I have a bunch of channels in there, and I'm tired of getting notifications of, or just, they're I can't I it takes forever to go through all the channels. So I've been going through all the channels, and channels that basically they just subscribe to me and I just subscribe to them, you know, and I either the channel is just, especially if they have those sleep streams, or they have those boring, where they're just the same, it's a loop. I've been noticing that a lot of channels have been doing that. They just do a loop, a live stream of a loop. Hey, what's up, Nitro? They do a loop of the thing, going over and over. You think it's like they're either cooking or they're digging or something. There's a live stream and it's just a loop. And then I watch it and I'm like, oh no. So I unsubscribe, and then I also, or if it's in the live stream, the vertical, I'll go in there and then I'll just put, don't ever, show me this channel again, and it'll just remove it from there. But you got to do it on all your devices, because I've noticed that if you're on a different device, it'll show that again. Every device needs to be, you need to do it on. Yeah, that looping stuff. It's like, come on. I can understand if it's, music, if you have music, and but if it's like the same thing, it's a guy cutting chicken, or it's a guy cutting some pork, or cutting fish. I like, sometimes I watch, but then there's another channel I've watched where there's a live and they're cutting up tuna. It's, I don't know if it's in China or Japan, over probably in Japan, and they got those gigantic tunas, and this guy's got one of those big machetes, and that thing is like sharp as, I mean, it cuts through the tuna like butter. It's like, it just cuts, and then there's no waste. The way these guys cut the doggone, they cut the head off, doom, doom, nothing is wasted, you know, and then they just, boom, and then they throw the whatever's left, the tail and the bones, to another person, and that person, I guess, takes it somewhere else, and they make probably they sell it for soup, fish soup or whatever, the broth, you know. Yeah, Dennis. Yeah, it's, taking my meds, but doesn't seem to help. Haven't been on many channels. Well, sometimes you have to take a break, JJ. It's best thing to do, there's some people that they need a break, but that's what happens, so just, hey, there she is, Nora, the Stock Explorer. What's up? Welcome. Just came in. I'm ending it here, but I will be live again tomorrow at same time, 6:15. We'll do some more ranting and raving, as they say, driving to work. I am always live Saturdays and Sundays, 6:15 a.m. in the morning, and Wednesdays at 11 a.m. So thanks everybody that came in and spent some time. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share me out if you want to. It's not forced upon, as they say, but got to build our community, and come on, guys. It's only YouTube, guys. You take it too serious, real life comes first, man. So God bless you guys, and don't forget to hug your loved ones, because you never know, man. That drunk driver, that's all it takes, man. So you take care of everybody, and also call your mama, tell her you love her, because you never know, guys. My mom's going to be 86 this year, and hopefully she'll live a long life, and hopefully I will too, God willing. If not, well, it's my time. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good one. See you out there in the live streams. Till next time. Bye-bye.